Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving deep into Azure Machine Learning version 2, and I'm going to show you why this platform is, let's see, absolutely game changing for anyone working with AI and machine learning. So Yes. If you ever struggle with infrastructure deployment or just wanted to build AI solution faster, this video or this course is for you. We are covering in this video architecture concept and really world example. So if you let's say understand what is the main concept behind this cloud or let's say architectures, you it will be easy for you to manage your work and build a more, let's say, robust and efficient MLOps systems. So if this helps you, please subscribe into my channel, like the video, and of course, if you have a question, just drop it down in the comment below. I have prepared this. It took much time for me, so and it's super easy for you just to click like. Thanks. Okay, so what is the new in what is the difference between, let's see, between version 1 and version 2? And as you can see here, version 2, it was indeed a nightmare. It was multiple SDKs with inconsistent API, and let's say limited command line, and also pipeline code was so complex, so you need somehow uh, one who was really expert in this, or maybe implemented this by himself. So but what version 2, it's one unified SDK for everything, a powerful CLI, and actually makes sense to me to use version 2. So I have seen some videos, let's see, in YouTube, they are still using version 1, which is no idea indeed, but I will recommend anyone to use just version 2 because it's really more optimized. And as you can see here is 50% less code, 33 times faster setup, and also it supported YAML file. And the next, just not clicking. Okay, and you can see now, before we going further, I know this diagram is just taken from the internet, and you can see here our workspace, or let's see the place where we'll put the training code and the models, and let's say we'll create some computes and pipelines, and this is called workspace. And let me just show you what's I mean by workspace. So if you see, this is the pipe, this is the original, or let's say the main page of the Azure. Now, if you would, if I mean, I will show you, of course, how to create the machine learning workspace. But this is, for example, our workspace. And if you see, if I create a workspace, several, let's see, services or resources will be created automatically. For instance, you can see here I have created a storage account. It's automatically. I haven't done this, but when I create a uh, workspace or machine learning, Azure machine learning, it's the same name. So it's not, please don't confuse. So let's create, for instance, Azure key vault, and also Azure storage account, and we will see what is the benefit of this. Let me just move this down here. And as you can see here, Azure dependency check, for instance, this is the workspace, as I have said. The workspace is considered as central hub, and it's let's see, connected all of these services, so it will be easy for you, for instance, to build your system. And I just want to see something. Yeah. Let's see, top down. Yeah. For yes, you know. And here's the our workspace, and as I said, it's connected to key vault, which will save, let's see, our passwords, our credential, and SSL files if we have, and also a storage account that will save our, let's see, data set. And for the assets, we have job, which is let's see, the training and the environment, where we have the Python, let's see, Python environment. And there are several Python environments is already let's see, mounted, and you can just use it directly, or sometimes you have to let's see, install yours, so with a Anaconda. And here you can see that the compute, the components is for, let me just show you the image itself. And let's just go to the workspace, and we can go to Launch Studio. And as I said, this workspace, it's the central hub of the stuff. And here we have a data. Our data will be saved in this let's see, tab, or let's see, uh, yeah, tab. And here's the data assets, data stores, and data monitors, and data import, data connections. We will see everything in a more details. So no worries about this. And for instance, the jobs, we have now no, there is no job, but here we can create a new job. But I will show you how to create this using Python SDK, or CLI, and pipeline. And you can see here, this is the components, and also the components and pipeline, and the environment that this is the pipeline. This is the environment that we will maybe use. For instance, here you can see, this is the environment ML flow. This is the downloaded, or let's see, installed by the by the Microsoft, so it's not mine. And you can see the context, and you can see the Docker file, the Conda dependencies, and this is included in this environment. And for some, let's say, reason, we'd like to install yours, so I will try to show you how to do it yourself. And this is the models. There we will save our models in this well, let's say, registers our model in this tab here, or this in this module. And this is the data itself. And let me just go to the just want to show you the compute. The compute also is connected to this. You can see here it's connected. And yeah, you can see here manage, and here's the connect. And this is the compute instance. This is the compute cluster. This compute instance, it's used, let's see, for Jupyter notebook, and somehow easy stuff. And if you'd like to create a cluster, compute cluster, which is contains, maybe contain one, or maybe 10 clusters, it's a bit different pieces. And here we will focus in this course with Kubernetes clusters, and I will show you how to create a cluster, how to use it, how to attach it to the machine learning workspace, and everything will be, let's see, practical. I promise you, indeed, I will promise you that I will show you how to create a professional system, or let's say MLOps, and try to also monitor. You can see here, there's our monitoring here. There's a data labeling that you would like to label your data. And the designer, it's also here. It's like, let's see, it's a drag and drop. Let's see here, custom. I'll just go here, and you can see also has the most relevant models, for instance, for LLMs and everything. So let's see, just go to design, and here you can, for instance, use create, and it's just like drag and drop. For instance, use your data, and load the both the model and etc. So this we will not cover in this, let's say, in this course. And this is the notebook that you can use, for instance, is to check your code. It's easy to, let's see, it's already connected to the workspace and will be easy for you, for instance, to test some stuff. But we can do everything locally indeed. And the automated ML, sometimes you have a data set, but you don't know which algorithm to use. And if you see automate, if you put it in the automated ML, this will give you a better, let's say, a model, and of course the better performance. And by the way, I just show you here. There's what's this? I think there's a CLI command, but I'm not quite sure where I can find it. But I think I have seen it before, maybe in the door. This one here. So it's like opening a terminal, and you can see connected to the workspace and the compute. So you see, workspace needs the compute. So we will see how to use all of these, and I'm quite sure that you will understand everything. Even you have no, let's say, experience. So so now this is the our foundation. Let's see the dependencies. So let's break down these foundations. Every Azure ML workspace is built on a top of the four core services, and understanding this, it's really matter. And to use these services, you need to understand how to, I mean, what are these components, and what are the relationship between these components and also the workspace. So it will be easy for you, for instance, to connect to this. So first, Azure key vault. I mean, this will be your, let's say, wallet, and all your secrets, API keys, and credential are stored securely. And there's no more, let's say, to hard-coded password or SSL keys, and everything will be saved in this. And I will show you how to do stuff like this. And the Azure storage, this is just a file storage. It's like your hard disk, and this will try to, let's see, keeping your data set. And I would say it's the backbone of your entire machine learning operation. So your data set, model files, experiments, logs, and everything will be stored in this storage account. And then we have some containers. Let's see, registry. Think of it as a Docker Hub professional. Let's see. And every custom environment, every deployment container, all managed and versioned will be in this containers here. And finally, the Azure Monitor, which is this is your, let's see, a platform to watching your models, tracking performance, and alerting you when something is, let's see, wrong happening. So this is, let's see, a beautiful, let's say, architecture. And when you create a workspace, all of these four services are created and set up and configured, as I have shown you in this one here. You can see, let me just go back, and you can see my, let's see, just see this one here, and you can see my workspace is workspace demo, right? 01. And you can see this workspace, this is storage account. It will be the first name, the name of the workspace, and random numbers with and also for key, it will be created as well. So you can see here W workspace demo 01, and generated random numbers. It's not so, but you also have the possibility to use your workspace and also your key vault and everything. So I will show you also this, how to create. We need to create our stuff with the right names and let's see, the right content and everything. So Maybe one question here: which of these services do you think is important? It's really important. So let me know in the comments below. So now let's talk about the star of the show. It's a workspace. So if Azure ML was, let's say, a spaceship, this would be the bridge where all the magic happen. I mean, this is the most important, let's see, I would say component. Why? This is, you can see, it's surrounded by many stuff. And this is not just a folder in the cloud. This is your ML command center that track everything, and every experiment you run, every model you train, every metrics you log, it's all in this workspace, organized and let's see, searchable. So as I showed you, for instance, in this, where to find where to save the data, where to save the register the model, and everything. Yeah. So and uh, and regarding also the security, I will show you how to make your stuff, let's see, more secure and also more organized. So this, I mean, workspace here, it's the most important component in the cloud. I mean, everything is important, but this is the central hub. Yeah, if you're learning something new here, please give the like the video and add your comments if you have, let's say, some ideas or suggestions. And let's go to the other resources, which is, as I showed you here, the computer resources, which is contains three different categories. Let's see here, or maybe in this one here, compute. You can see compute instance, compute cluster, and Kubernetes. And sometimes, let's see, you have let's assume that you have a PC in your company, and you would need to, let's say, hire a PC from Microsoft Cloud, because somehow sometimes it's expensive, right? And what you can do is attach your PC into this into the cloud. And let me just show you somehow for the prices. I think it's show you here. For instance, if you use this PC, if you use this PC here, for instance, and it costs you let's see, 30 cent per hour, which is, I don't know, maybe it's too much, but I will just if you follow this course, I will show you many tricks and tips how to avoid additional cost. So for instance, here you have 10 cores, and you can have a data set between 1 and 10 gigabytes. And if you have more than 10 gigabytes, you have to use this one here. But the cost, oh, see, the cost is somehow, it's even cheaper than the this one. I have no idea why. So, oh yeah, because here you can see this is the RAM. It's 32, and here's only 8. But anyway, we will see this in a more details in our practical sessions. Leave, and this is, for instance, the cluster, and I can show you here. For example, you would like to have a CPU or GPU. Let's see, for instance, we need a CPU, and you can also let's see, uh, next, and you can see minimum number of nodes, which is number of it's called cluster. And you can see, for instance, keep it always, if you use cluster, try to keep it 0. And number of maximum, you can just increase it to whatever you want. And so how for sometimes it's only 1, but I will show you how to do this stuff in the coming sections. So let's leave. And for the Kubernetes here, it's not directly easy. This is only if you want to attach the 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 Kubernetes here. Why? Because here you can see there is no cluster. I will show you how to create cluster, then attach the cluster into this workspace. Okay, let's be back here. We have already see this, and now your model. I also showed you your model was the trained model will be saved in the model itself, and the binary files, metadata, local, and also we will use ML flow to track our models. This ML will keep, let's see, serialize our model, the parameters, and maybe sometimes if you would like to track the inputs, you can also track the inputs. And the data assets, sometimes you are working with a data set, right? And this advantage of using data assets, it's versioning. So if you load any data set, it will have to have version, for instance, version 1. And sometimes you need to test another version of data set. It will be saved even the same under the same name, but different version. So sometimes when you have an issue, you will can just refer to which dataset I have been using for this, for instance, experiments. And the environment, as we have said, we can uh, I'm just focusing here on Python environments, which is let's see our focus. Okay. Sorry, guys, I just jumped from this data stores, and data store are secure bridge to whatever your data live, and Azure Blob Storage account, Azure Blob Storage data lake, file shares, and connect once to the data set, to the to the workspace. So it's the connection between data stores and data. Let's say storage account, and you have storage account, data store, and data asset. The data store is a connected connection, a secure connection between data storage and the workspace, and everything let's see is scaled automatically when you have, let's see, a big data set. And we will use this, for example, Azure Blob Storage, which is it's, let's see, a scalable object storage for a large data set, because we will use some images. I will use this blob storage account, and I will also show you also how there's some properties for the storage account. Would you like to make it let's see it's called hot. So it means I will access this every time I need. So this will add some cost to you. And if you have, let's say, less than it's not, let's say, hot, or let's say rare frequency, frequently used, it will list the price. But we will see this in the upcoming videos. Okay, this we have seen, and it's about jobs, yeah. And here's the jobs and pipeline. Let's talk about both everything together with pipeline. And for the job, it's like a command, and you have, after, for instance, after creating, after loading the data set, after loading the code, after creating, let's say, a compute or Kubernetes. I will just recommend you to use cluster for training, because Kubernetes, it will be just used for this is my perspective, for only for the inference. And here we will see how to create a job. What is the job life cycle? How to let's see add some traffic to this job. Uh, this How to maybe cleaning, deleting, and everything. I will show you here every single step with more details, and I will give you also the, let's say, the potential, let's see, errors, and how to solve these if when you have some issues. And the last one is deployment. Let's say you have created your model. Let's say you train a model. Now you would like to make it live, or deploying your model. And in this one here, endpoint, is that you will try to make your model is running infinitely. Let's see, just right now, infinitely, infinity, and you can test your data, your model, for instance. Would it is it okay? Is it running perfect? What about the accuracy? What about the latency? What about the and in the endpoint there are several let's see I will say predictions. So real time, which is like if you send, for instance, if you would like to have a result in real time. So, for instance, web application, web app. If you, for instance, put your finger in the fingerprint, it has to give you a result instantly. And for instance, sometimes the batch normalization, it's like using when you see the Netflix, it just recommend videos after, for instance, maybe when you close the session and come next time, you will have somehow new recommendations. So this is called batch blocking, and you can see here the use cases. Let's see web applications. If you send, for instance, to the translator, and it has to give you the translation on fly. But if you, for instance, I have maybe just only one example I have came to my mind for the what's this? Netflix. This is the one I have. Or maybe you have a big data set. Let's say you need to process a big data set, and every time you will get one result. Every time you will get one result. Assume that you have. This is maybe not a right solution, but assume that you have 10 images, and you would like to detect the defects in these 10 images. So in real time, it will give you all these 10 images on fly. I mean, all the results will be available on the same time. But for the batch, it will give you the first image. Then after a while, it will send you the second image. After a while, this is the third image, and etc. So you can see here the latency. It should be less than 100 milliseconds, and it's also auto scaling. And for the batch, it's if you have a high data set, and you maybe here you can see periodical reports. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, and for the pipeline, it's your pipeline automatically triggered when your, let's say, you have a new data set arrived, or pre-process this, and let's see, use it in any component, train multiple models. Sometimes you need to train multiple models, validate if which one is the best, and register it to the deployment, and well, and all of these will done while you are sleeping. So, and because everything is component based, you can mix and match, let's say, spaces like a logo. And the best part of the Azure ML handle all the dependencies, management, and resource allocation, error handling, and you have just to focus on your let's see work, your science. It's handle uh, it's handle everything, and you just need to focus on your stuff. So yeah, so this is, let's say, a final I think slide is, and we have covered all of these, and up for the next video we will make sure to start, let's see, our practical implementation, and all of this, it's only information, and it's really needed for you. Sometimes I'm just I hating the theory indeed, but sometimes it's needed to know what are these components, and to use this component you need to understand what this component is doing. For instance, I have compute. What is the compute? I have the models. What's this model? What is the endpoint? This is the concept. And for me, it's writing these slides is boring, and also collecting some information from different resources, just to make sure that everything is clear and correct, and it takes indeed a lot of time. So what I need from you is just your support. Is enough. You just subscribe into my channel, like the videos, and also comment for this video if you have of course any question or maybe an idea or something like this. I think as I said, next time we will see. Let me just show you this. Yeah, hey, this we have seen yesterday, and I hope you already configure your data, your environment. So next time we will start seriously with the ML ops. And let me just be back here. So we will try to create Azure Workspace, configure compute instance, set up our data set, and also connect with the SDK version 2. And we will start all of this, and I will try to make sure that you understand everything and you can do it even not just with this project, and you will have to do you can do it even for a different project. So I will try to make it everything generally so you can. I also uploaded the data set here. I mean, not the repo, and it somehow now it's empty. So we will fill everything we need. I mean, step by step. So I will make sure that you understand everything, and yeah, that's it, I think. And yeah, please subscribe into my channel, like the video, and also you can share it with your friends might interested in this stuff. And you cannot imagine when I have this notification, it makes me happy. See, I'm serious. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.